Hello again, YouTube. We're out here at night, and the reason why is because I bought some HID lights. I got a really good deal on them from Cycle Gear. So I'm going to be installing some HID lights, and I'm going to give you an idea of what the stock lights look like. Obviously, I'm going to wait until tomorrow morning to install these so I can record it for you. But I just wanted to give you an idea. Let's see if I can put my bike up straight. That's the side of my Suburban. As you can see, that's stock headlights with the low beams on and the high beams. And I'd say I'm about maybe 10 feet away from my Suburban here, so not very good. Let's see if we pan over. Turn on the high beams. You can't even see the fence, which is about 40 feet away. You can't really see it on the video. I can see the tree line, but that's about it. So just remember this, and I'll post a picture of the other one, or the HID light, when I get that installed. Okay, so we're back. It's daylight now. Here is the box of the HID light I got. It's called Speed Metal, and shows you some demonstrations of what it can do. I took the seat off, the side covers. I took my ammo boxes off because I'm going on a ride here. I haven't taken any of this off yet because I wanted to wait and show everybody how I'm going to go about doing this, which I don't even know yet, so we'll learn together. But it looks like my battery's about to die on my camera, so you may just get a quick overview of it instead of the whole thing. So again, Speed Metal HID is what I'm going to be installing here. It's supposedly a 600K white light. I got it from Cycle Gear at a really good deal, so you guys pay it forward and head over to Cycle Gear and buy some stuff. Alright. Okay, so what you're going to do first is, this is a HID bulb. Like I said, my camera ran out of battery, so I just went ahead and started working on this. But this is just the HID bulb. Make sure you don't touch it with your fingers, because the oils will actually break the glass on the bulb. So just grab it back here and shove it in, replacing your stock headlight. And as you can see, it comes with these multitude of wires here, and I have no idea what that one's for. Almost fell out. And you get a ballast, just a wiring harness with a relay on it. Now this plug here is going to stick into your stock headlight plug, and this actually has to run back to the battery. This is the negative, and there's a positive. Now the problem with this is that whole mess is not long enough to go from there all the way to the battery box. So you're going to need to buy some 18 gauge wire, red and black. And a soldering iron would work best, but you could use clamps, little barrel connectors to hook the wire together. So I'm going to get started on that, and I'll show you how I went about doing it. Okay, so here we are with the step that I'm going to take first, which is I'm going to wire in the negative battery terminal. What I did was cut like a fool. I don't have any extra eyelets, so I used the eyelet that came with the wiring harness, and just cut off the eyelet, and I'm just going to put in some extensions here. Shouldn't really matter too much. I only like to do one solder joint, but I'm in kind of a hurry today, so I'll do two, and I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference. This is 18 gauge wire, and I'm using 16 gauge, so should be enough. Here's the positive eyelet that's going to go on the positive end of the battery. I'm going to do that next. I ran the wire through this little hole in the top where all the other wires go through, and so it'll keep its waterproofness or resistance or about as best as you can do. So let's get soldering, and whenever you're doing a solder joint, if you're going to put in heat shrink like I am here, don't forget to put it on before you solder. And you may laugh at that, but if anyone's done a whole lot of wiring and a whole lot of soldering, they've made that mistake plenty of times before. I know I have, and a whole bunch of other people. Nothing to be ashamed of. It happens, especially when you get in a hurry. And I just have, the reason why I have the eyelet on hooked up to the battery right now is just to hold it in place for me. I do have the positive battery cable disconnected, and that's going to stay disconnected until I'm done with the project here. So wait for your solder to cool a little bit and slide the heat shrink over. And if you're going to do it ghetto style, use a lighter, heat that up, or a hairdryer or something like that. So there we go. There's the negative. And tuck that in down at the bottom underneath the battery with the main grounding cable, which is here. Follow that line. And I'm going to do the same to the positive here, and we'll finish it out here. Okay, so we're back around to the front of the bike here, and this would be the right side if you're sitting on a bike. I just loosely put the lens in here, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I wanted to show you guys that there's a lot of crap here with this kit that you need to stuff in behind your lens and everything else. And if you guys watch my other video, I had my integrated turn signals here. So these are the boxes for that. Normally your ballast that comes with the kit would sit right here, but I don't have room for that. So I'm going to try to snake this relay. This is for the high beam relay, in behind here and zip tie it. You can see it wiggling right there. Hello. I'm going to zip tie it up to this bracket up here, and that'll be there for right now, and all these wires are going to go that way on that side of the bike to snake over back to the battery. Alright, I know this is going to get kind of confusing here because there's a lot of stuff going on, but this is the ballast that comes with your kit. This plug and this plug go from the bulb itself, as well as this plug. So you have three wires that come out of the bulb itself, and that's just simply cut back up and around the headlight here. This wire, that's the ground that we cut off, needs to get plugged into the ballast. This wire also needs to get plugged into one of the plugs from the headlights. I think it's this one here. And these come from that wiring harness with the relay on it that you can see I zip tied to the top up here. And the power wire with the fuse I've tucked in underneath back here, so I'm going to run this to the back and run the black wire also to the back. Now, if you can see here, this is where the old, it's really hard to see, but as for the old headlight used to plug into, this would actually go into the back of the bulb there, which you can kind of see that reflective thing. That's the new bulb, and that wire also comes with your kit. That's part of the harness with all of this, the red wire and everything else. Sorry if it's a bit shaky. I got the tripod in my armpit here, but plug this guy in, and this one. And these two came from your headlight, or from the bulb itself. This one comes from that wiring harness. So that one gets plugged in. And this one comes from the bulb, and this one comes from the harness. Those two get snapped in together, like so. And that's going to sit right up here. And this black wire, like I said, I got to extend that. That's going to go to the negative on the battery. And this wire with the fuse, I'm going to run to the back to the battery here as well. So I'll get started on that. But this should be it for up front, besides, like I said, soldering this wire. Just in case some of your guys' bikes are different, it's supposed to be a universal kit, and I'm working on a Honda XR650L. It does come with this little jumper wire, which connects from here to the bulb in the back, so you can move this ballast. But what they didn't, or what they forgot to include, are these two little wires here. So this is pretty much worthless unless you want to extend these wires here. Maybe they forgot about it in the kit, or manufacturer's defect, who knows, but basically this is worthless, this little jumper wire. Without this part, or another jumper for this little wire, there's no reason to have this. So that's that, and I'll get soldering those wires together, and we'll see what it looks like. That's low beams and the high beams. Now the relay definitely gives a pop when you're hitting them. But I don't know, they don't look too much different from the other ones right now, except for they're white instead of yellow. But we'll see tonight when I do my test against the Suburban again. So hold out.